Good morning, everyone. My name is David Fisher. We're pleased to celebrate graduates from Bachelor of Commerce in the School of Business at this morning's Convocation ceremony. At this time, I acknowledge the talented group of individuals behind me who, under the direction of Raymond Barree, comprise the MacEwan University Big Band. I would like to remind you that the Winspear Center is an acoustically responsive hall, so we ask that if you are carrying any electronic devices, you take a moment to turn them off now for the duration of the ceremony. If you need to step outside the concert hall, the Winspear has monitors in the lobby, which you can watch the ceremony. A professional photographer will be taking photos of our graduates as they cross the stage and backstage after they have received their parchments. Information on how to obtain the photos will be forwarded to graduates at a later date. We now have one more musical number, and then the ceremony will begin. Thank you.
Saturday dance. Heard they crowded the floor. Couldn't bear it without you. Don't get around much anymore. Thought I'd visit the club. Got as far as the door. They'd have asked me about you. Don't get around much anymore. Darling, I guess my mind's more at ease, but nevertheless, plaster of memories. Been invited on dates. Might have gone, but what for? Softly different without you. Don't get around much anymore. the light on the mistletoe. But now when you turn the lamp down low, I'm beginning to see the light. Used to ramble through the park, shadow boxing in the dark. Then you came and caused a spark. That's a 4-alarm fire now. I never found love by lantern shine. I never saw rainbows in my wine. But now that lips are burning mine, I'm beginning to see the light. Now that the stars are burning bright, I'm beginning to see the light. Now when you turn the lamp down low, I'm beginning to see the light. Used to ramble through the park, shadow boxing in the dark. Then you came and caused a spark. That's a 4-alarm fire now. I never found love by lantern shine. I never saw rainbows in my wine. But now that your lips are burning mine, I'm beginning to see the light. I'm beginning to see the light. Well, I'm beginning to see the light. That's why the lady is a tramp. I don't like crap games with barons and earls. Won't go to Heartland in ermine and pearls. Won't dish the dirt with the rest of the girls. That's why the lady is a tramp. I like the free, fresh wind in my hair. Life without care. I'm broke, it's oak. Hey California, it's cold and it's damp. That's why the lady is a tramp. I like the free, fresh wind in my hair. Life without care. I'm broke, it's oak. Hey California, it's cold and it's damp. That's why the lady, that's why the lady, that's why the lady is a tramp. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, oh darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
Once again, please join me in a round of applause for the MacEwan University Big Band. Everyone, if you are able, please rise. At this time, I am pleased to introduce the mace bearer for this ceremony. Alan Wesley, Associate Professor from the School of Business, is carrying the university's mace, which was donated to the university in 1997 by its namesake, Dr. Grant MacEwan, and became the official mace of the university in 2008. It is especially meaningful to the university as it was hand-carved by Dr. MacEwan. Further information on the mace and other convocation traditions can be found in your Convocation program. The faculty procession is led by Brian Keller, Associate Professor from the School of Business. Please remain standing for the academic procession.
Please have a seat. Hello, everyone. I am absolutely delighted to welcome you to this morning's convocation ceremony. Today's convocation is indeed a wonderful and celebratory one as we recognize our graduates for their achievements at MacEwan University. Graduates, distinguished guests, members of the stage party, faculty, staff, and all others in attendance, my name is Annette Trimby, and I am the President and Vice Chancellor of MacEwan University. I would first like to take time to acknowledge that the land on which we gather in Treaty 6 territory is the traditional gathering place for many Indigenous people. We honor and respect the history, languages, ceremonies, and culture of the First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples who call this territory home. The First Peoples' connection to the land teaches us about our inherent responsibility to protect and respect Mother Earth. With this acknowledgement, we honor the ancestors and children who have been buried here, missing and murdered Indigenous women and men, and the process of ongoing collective healing for all human beings. We are reminded that we are all treaty people and of the responsibility we have to one another. Today, we recognize and celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day. Created in 1982, this day is an important day of acknowledgement, solidarity, and celebration. Celebrating education and learning is appropriate on a day that we recognize the history and future of Indigenous peoples across Canada. I am so pleased that we are able to incorporate the voices of our Indigenous community and the talent and creativity of Indigenous musicians. I would like to now invite our Indigenous knowledge keeper, Daphne Alexis, to provide us with an Indigenous invocation. Protocol was offered before the ceremony.
Ishnish, Pinimad, Ninwahine, Daphne Alexis Magebi, Wakamne Shidaha Himut. I thank you for this day. I come from Alexis Nakota Sioux Nation. My name is Daphne Alexis. I'd like to open your convocation with a spiritual prayer. And this is the protocol and offering that was given. So if you will indulge me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Daphne. Celebration and sharing of Indigenous cultures are key to building a strong future for Indigenous people here at MacEwan, in Edmonton, and across the country. I'm grateful to be able to welcome Lieutenant Wachiwi Alexis from Alexis Nakota Sioux Nation and Damaris Badger from Keynote Cree Nation. Lutana and Damaris are fancy dancers and will be joined by the Logan Alexis Singers. The Logan Alexis Singers is a round dance group composed of family members and protégés of the late Logan Alexis, respected elder of the community of the Alexis First Nation. How's everybody feeling? A little bit warmer? You didn't dance. Anyways, We haven't been together like this in a long time. I know for some of you, this is probably the biggest crowd you've been with for a while. Today is a very special day, so thanks everybody for being here. Next, we are going to stand for the singing of our national anthem. This will be led by Miranda Smith.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for
I now have the privilege of introducing Dr. Tony Fields, MacEwan's first Chancellor. We were honored when Dr. Fields took on the role of MacEwan's first Chancellor last spring. Dr. Fields has had a long and distinguished career in medicine as a physician, teacher, researcher, and administrator. Most recently, he was a professor of oncology at the University of Alberta and vice president of cancer care for Alberta Health Services before retiring in 2011. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Fields to officially open Convocation.
Welcome to MacEwan University's Spring 2022 Convocation. I have the honor and pleasure of conferring your academic credentials today. As Chancellor, I declare MacEwan University's Convocation open. At this academic ceremony, we will honor our 2022 graduates by conferring degrees, diplomas, and certificates, and we will recognize the outstanding achievements of the students of MacEwan University. Graduation from a university is one of the substantial passages in life, and it deserves to be showcased and celebrated at a ceremony shared with one's classmates, loved ones, and teachers. The COVID-19 pandemic prevented us from holding in-person spring convocations in 2020 and 2021. It is wonderful to be back to our fulsome tradition in 2022. I extend a warm welcome to all who are here today, also to those who are joining us online. Graduates, today is all about you, and we are honored to be here to celebrate your achievements. During your years at MacEwan, you applied yourselves diligently to your studies. You rose to the challenges inherent in advanced learning, also to the complexities and constraints caused by the pandemic. You gained valuable knowledge and you learned key skills. You also acquired important attributes such as collegiality, empathy, and curiosity. Your knowledge, skills, and attributes are the tools that will help you succeed in whatever field of work or further study you choose, enriching your careers and benefiting the communities you influence. Our world is changing, and the pace of change is increasing. Our experiences of just the past 2 years have underscored this reality. None of us can predict with certainty the challenges and opportunities that we will face in our individual future paths. This uncertainty means that while your post-secondary credential will open doors for you, it is not a cruise control button. Adaptability to change will be a vital asset. I encourage you to embrace the value of lifelong learning that is so critical to meeting challenges and benefiting from opportunities. We believe that your time at MacEwan will have helped to prepare you to face the uncertainties of the future and to adapt to them. Indeed, we hope that we have sparked in you the ambition to shape a better future for our world and our societies, rather than simply cope with what the future throws at you. Thus, be curious about your changing world. Pose questions and seek answers. Engage with and learn from those around you. Recognize and harness the synergistic power of teamwork. Collectively, you and your fellow alumni demonstrate the many benefits that education at MacEwan contributes to our society across many disciplines and within our public, private, and voluntary sectors. I look forward to conferring your credentials today and also look forward to what you will accomplish in the future.
Thank you, Dr. Fields. It is now my pleasure to introduce members of the stage party. Members of the stage party, please remain standing once you have been called, and members of the audience, please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. You've already met the Chancellor, Dr. Tony Fields. Next to him is our Board of Governors Chair, Carolyn Graham, and our Provost and Vice President Academic, Dr. Craig Monk. Would members of our Board of Governors rise, please? Would our deans and vice presidents rise, please? I now ask our associate vice presidents and associate deans to stand, please. I would like to acknowledge our honorary doctorate recipient, Dr. Douglas Stollery. I would like to recognize our distinguished alumni, Scott McKean. Would other members of the university administration rise, please? I now ask the representatives of each of our associations, faculty, staff, alumni, and students to stand. And I now ask the mace bearer, distinguished proctor, and all remaining faculty and staff of the university to stand, please. This is our 22 Convocation stage party. Together, they represent all faculty and staff from across the university who taught you, encouraged you, challenged you, supported you, and worked behind the scenes for you during your time at MacEwan University. And they are honored to be here with you today to celebrate. Thank you, members of the stage party. You may be seated. I would now like to invite student board member Miles Dyke President of the Students Association, to read the MacEwan University Students' Invocation.
Good morning, everybody. Through learning, we flourish and help others to flourish. We stand here today on the brink of important change for ourselves and for the world. Inspired by the past, we now step forward to transform the future. Engaging with others, we cherish the diversity of experience within our communities and ourselves. Through perseverance, we excel. Through compassion, we connect. Through creativity, we thrive. Through knowledge, we grow. Through all this and more, let us forge a legacy to nurture, to inspire, to endure. Moved by this spirit, strong in our knowledge, we move out into the world with open minds, open arms, and open hearts. We pledge to leave the world better than we found it.
Thank you, Miles. Last spring, we conferred our first honorary doctorates, and today we are proud to confer another. We had extraordinary nominations for this year's honorary doctorates. As Edmonton's downtown university, MacEwan has developed a vibrant academic culture built on our deeply rooted community connections. Conferment of an honorary doctorate is the highest honor a university can grant a person. We recognize individuals who best illustrate the values and achievements that MacEwan graduates can aspire to. They are chosen for their exemplary work, both in their field and for their impact on community. I would like to invite Carolyn Graham, Chair of the Board of Governors of MacEwan University, to introduce this ceremony's honorary doctorate recipient.
Thank you, Dr. Trimby, and good morning, everyone. Confirming honorary doctorates is an opportunity for our community to benefit from the reflection and insight of our remarkable recipients, to learn from their amazing achievements, the high standard that they've set, and the challenges they've overcome. In a moment, I will ask Honorary Doctorate Dr. Douglas Stollery to the stage. But first, I'd like to speak for a moment to his many accomplishments and why he is one of this year's recipients. Dr. Stollery is a lawyer, community builder, and human rights advocate. He holds a Bachelor of Laws from the University of Alberta and a Master of Laws from Harvard University. He has advanced LGBTQ2S+ and human rights, championed education and healthcare, and created numerous long-standing philanthropic efforts. In his career as a lawyer, Dr. Doug Stollery served as counsel to the law firm of Reynolds, Richards and Farmer, LLP, and as general counsel to PCL Construction. He excelled in his field and contributed to the areas of construction, real estate, corporate commercial, and constitutional law. He has demonstrated dedication to advancing education in this province through his work as a teacher at the Faculty of Law and his contributions to the Legal Education Society of Alberta. Early in his career, Dr. Stollery acted as co-counsel in the Vreen versus Alberta case, which determined that a lack of protection from discrimination based on sexual orientation violated the Canadian Charter. This human rights decision has been recognized as one of the top 10 Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms decisions. To this day, Dr. Stollery works in pursuit of equality through volunteer work on human rights cases. He is also a dedicated champion of post-secondary education, having served as a board member here at MacEwan and as Chancellor at the University of Alberta. He has built long-term, sustainable charitable support for the healthcare sector through the Stollery Hospital Foundation. He served the boards of Care Canada and the Stephen Lewis Foundation and has participated in the World Economic Forum. He is a member of the Order of Canada, received the Canadian General Council Lifetime Achievement Award and the Queen Elizabeth II Diamond Jubilee Medal. Dr. Stollery's dedication to philanthropy, human rights, post-secondary education, and his contributions to constitutional law set a very high standard in both his professional field and his public service. As one of his nominators writes, among this impressive list of accomplishments, what is most extraordinary about Dr. Stollery is his compassion and humility, and we couldn't agree more. We hope that our graduates see what can be accomplished when community and the hope that we can make a difference remains at the center of our actions. We greatly appreciate that he's taken time to share his perspectives with us and to inspire our community. And I'd now like to welcome Dr. Douglas Stollery to the stage and for Chancellor Field to confer the honorary doctorate.
Thank you, Board Chair Graham. As Chancellor of MacEwan University, by authority of the powers vested in me, I do hereby confer upon you, Dr. Douglas Stollery, the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa, and the honor and privileges that are proper to it. Congratulations, Dr. Stollery. I now call upon the University Registrar to present you with the Honorary Doctorate hood.
Eminent Chancellor, President Trimby, Board Chair Graham, distinguished faculty and staff, friends, family, and especially our graduating students. I'd like to begin my remarks today by congratulating MacEwan on its 50th anniversary. Through the determined efforts of administration, faculty, staff, board members, alumni, and students, over the past half-century, you have created a great institution that has made and continues to make remarkable contributions to our community. It has been my distinct privilege to have been associated with MacEwan in a variety of capacities for more than 25 years. And this university is near and dear to my heart. To all of the members of the MacEwan University community, thank you for this tremendous honor. To our graduating students, you have learned a great deal over the past few years leading up to the conferral of your degree today. Some of that knowledge will fade with time. Indeed, I expect you remember somewhat less today than you did the night before your last exam. Whatever may be forgotten will be replaced by vastly greater knowledge and experience as you move forward with your lives and your new careers. What will remain are the skills you have learned here that have prepared you for your lifetime of ongoing learning. It is those skills that I would like to talk about today. Diversity of thought is fundamental to every post-secondary institution, supported by a diverse student body and faculty, freedom of expression, and academic freedom. Over the course of your studies here at MacEwan, you have been exposed to a wide variety of different perspectives on the world. You have learned to listen and to analyze long and complex writings. You have learned to question what you hear and read, to reason, to form your own views, and to articulate those views. That process of listening, reading, questioning, analyzing, and articulating will be critical as you learn to adapt to the changes in technology, beliefs, and society over the rest of your lives. We need these skills of hearing and understanding others, of sorting fact from fiction, and of articulating a clear path forward, perhaps now more than ever. Increasingly, we live in a world where we are listening only to ourselves and those like us. where we watch only the news and follow only the social media that reinforce what we already believe. We view the world only through our own experiences in support of our own interests. To the extent that perspectives or views different from our own are even heard, they may be rejected as inferior or false. Increasingly, we are becoming polarized into camps, each believing that those who don't agree with them on any particular issue are ill-informed at best or motivated by dark forces at worst. This polarization leads to conflict. We see examples of this in our world every day. If I may, I'd like to share with you a personal life experience that fundamentally changed how I viewed the world. When I was 15 years old, as a high school student here in Edmonton, I was awarded a scholarship by the Alberta government to attend a school in Wales called the United World College of the Atlantic, or Atlantic College. The philosophy behind the school was to bring together students on scholarships from around the world with widely differing backgrounds and cultures who would learn not only the school curriculum, but also from each other. My life experience to that point had been pretty narrow. In the 1950s and 1960s, Edmonton was not a particularly cosmopolitan place. At Atlantic College, I shared a dorm room with 3 other boys whose races, nationalities, religions, and sexual orientation were different from my own. This was truly an eye-opening experience for me. The internet did not yet exist. Long-distance calls were prohibitively expensive, and contact with our own families was limited to occasional letters. So despite our many differences, the 4 of us became a family. I can't begin to describe what I learned from my roommates and my other classmates. So much of what I had come to believe to that point in my life came into question. In some cases, after careful thought, those beliefs were reinforced through my interaction with others. In other cases, they were turned on their heads. I began to understand some of the biases that I had brought with me. I came to understand that some of the stereotypes I had believed in were fundamentally wrong. My world expanded in a way that I could never have imagined. These were remarkable lessons in life that have stayed with me all of these years and for which I am profoundly grateful. The point of all of this is that our own life experiences form the lens through which we see the world. Viewed from a different angle or perspective by a person with other life experiences or of a different culture, the world may look quite different. Neither picture is wrong. Each is just an incomplete portion of the whole. Carl Llewellyn, the great American legal scholar, put it this way: I see best what I have learned to see. Being open to learning about and from others who may be different from us enriches our lives. It expands our horizons. George Lucas, a person of considerable imagination as the director of the Star Wars movies, said, "You can't do it unless you imagine it." Listening to others, seeking to understand other perspectives, and using the analytical skills that you have learned here at MacEwan enhances your imagination, opens the door to a new world of possibilities, and makes life far more interesting and rewarding. You are the leaders of tomorrow. The way we deal with challenges and opportunities and the kind of society that we have in the future will be shaped by how you, individually and collectively, use the skills of hearing and understanding others, sorting fact from fiction, and articulating a clear path forward that you have honed here at MacEwan. Break out of the echo chambers that we all find ourselves in. Expand your horizons. The world is depending on you. Thank you again for this great honor, and congratulations to all of you.
Congratulations, Dr. Stollery. So wonderful to hear you share those life-changing moments, that time at your age of 15 where you got to experience a whole new world. I hope our graduates feel that at MacEwan they met some people that maybe thought about the world a little bit differently than they did, and I hope you benefited from that. I now invite Chancellor Fields to join me for the presentation of graduates and conferring of credentials. This is the part you've really been waiting for, right? Graduates, if you are able, please rise. Here we go. On behalf of the faculties and schools of MacEwan University, I present these graduates and those named in the Convocation program who are not at this ceremony. I ask that they be admitted to the MacEwan University credentials that they have earned.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the province of Alberta, and upon the recommendation of MacEwan University's General Faculties Council, I admit you to the degree, diploma, or certificate to which you are entitled, and I invest in you all the rights and privileges, powers and responsibilities pertaining to that credential. Now, I bestow this credential upon you as a solemn trust to transform, to engage, and to improve the world from this day forth, to teach and to learn from others, so that through your learning we may all flourish. Congratulations.
Have a seat. We will now take this time for a special presentation. MacEwan would like to grant a posthumous degree to recognize a School of Business student who sadly passed away. Together, we will celebrate the academic achievements of this student who made great strides towards her goals. I'd like to invite Interim Dean Craig Kozimski to present the degree.
Thank you, President Trimby. We now grant the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Accounting to Karamat Ajeo. I never had the chance to know or even meet Karamat, but we had the privilege of having her as a student in the School of Business. Her father tells us that she had a high sense of responsibility to her family, and our community saw that she carried this same sense of responsibility in her educational pursuits. As her professors, classmates, and family can attest, Karamat was hardworking, well-focused, and very dedicated to her studies. The university is honored to grant her this hard-earned degree today, and we are grateful that we can commemorate her academic achievements with all of you here today. I would like to acknowledge her family members who are in attendance today. We know that Karamat continues to be a source of joy and pride for all of you, and we thank you very much for being here. The parchment, which will be presented to her family, is MacEwan's gesture of remembrance, respect, and tribute. Before this ceremony, her father, Keynote, shared that they will preserve this parchment as a reminder of her illustrious life and her academic achievements. Thank you to her family for allowing us to celebrate Karamat. Today, let's remember to be proud of everything this young woman accomplished.
Again, congratulations, Karamat Ajeo. Would her family want to stand for a moment to be acknowledged? Our hearts go out. Thank you for sharing your daughter with us for a short while. The Logan Alexa Singers will return to the stage to perform with Bronson LaChance. Bronson is a youth men's traditional dancer. He hails from the Mikisew Cree Nation and tells stories through his traditional dancing and singing. Protocol was offered before the ceremony. Thank you, Bronson and the Logan Alexa Singers. In a moment, our marshals will bring our graduates to the stage. Off stage to your right is Scott Kashuba, Board of Governors Alumni Representative and former Distinguished Alumni recipient. Scott will present each graduate with a gift on behalf of the MacEwan University Alumni Association. The graduate procession is ordered by faculty and school. Student awards will be presented in advance of the graduates. This will be the moment for graduates to shine and be recognized for what you have accomplished. As you make your way across the stage, you'll see an X just ahead of me. Please pause for a photo, take a moment, and wave to your family and friends, so look out. I'm thrilled to welcome our graduates to the stage. After 2 years of virtual ceremonies, we celebrated our first in-person convocation in the fall, but this is really the first full, big spring convocation, and we are so excited to see our graduates walk the stage. And although we won't be shaking hands, I know all of us will be proudly watching and cheering as each graduate crosses the stage and hits their mark. So while we're getting organized, the Logan Alexa Singers will perform an honor song as the graduates are being assembled. So we'll see you in a few moments. this time, I invite Dr. Craig Kuziemski, Interim Dean for the School of Business, to come to the podium.
In each faculty and school at MacEwan University, we recognize the students whose academic efforts place them at the top of their class. The Dean's Medals are the highest academic honor that may be granted by a faculty, and these medals recognize the exemplary success of individual students in an area of study. One award may be granted in a certificate or diploma program, and one award in a degree program. The Dean's Medal for Academic Excellence in a degree program in the School of Business is awarded to Medel Ebora, a graduate of the Bachelor of Commerce program. I would like to invite our award winner to join me here on stage. And when I was looking through Medel's description of her time at MacEwan, I loved her honesty. She said accounting wasn't her first choice, but she decided to take it because her aunt and uncle, who were both accountants, told her it was a great career. And I think that really shows that our paths to post-secondary education and education in general are often not linear. Medel also said that her post-secondary journey was not always an easy one, going back to attending college in the Philippines. She credits an English prep instructor at MacEwan who believed in her and helped her realize all the potential she had. And I think sometimes that's the best thing that we can offer our students in a post-secondary institution, mentorship and just a guiding hand. Throughout her degree, Medel achieved high academic standing in all her classes within and outside the School of Business. These obviously included core business and accounting courses, but they also included courses on Greek and Roman mythology and gender, age, and culture. And to me, she's an example of the business student of today, someone who understands that the world is complex and the business solutions are only as good as our ability to meaningfully integrate them into society for the betterment of everyone. So Medel, while an astute instructor may have saw the potential you had, you were here today because of how you delivered on that potential. Your sustained excellence in all parts of your degree has earned you the Dean's Medal. Eminent Chancellor and Madam President, I now present to you the following graduates from the School of Business.
Albert. Hawa Abdullahai Abdullah. Tarek Abu Qatar. Alia Abogosh with distinction. Kathleen Tracy Ann Zapanta Adil. Kristen Mira Ajalon. Arman Ahadi. Rakan Akil.
Jessica Akel.
Aya Alakrabawi. Abdullah Syed Ali. Feras Almula. Nicholas Austin Amico. Emma Elizabeth Anderson. Christopher Robert Andrew. Dylan Sean Andrews. Marina Kalina Andrianovovi. Danielle Andriana Rivoni. Megan Elizabeth Andruck. Claire Ann Andruko. Janaya Sophia Eroy Angeles. Turia Anwar. Giselle Elizabeth Arikadan.
Curtis Ron Ariel, with distinction. Marvin Andrew Asiach. Brady Eric Bailey. Rolando Imperial Bautista. Hannah Mary Belter with distinction. Natalie Lynn Bender with distinction. Jeremy Berg with distinction.
Justin Burgett. Sebastian William Bernier. Graham Alexander Bird. Brendan Jordan Black. Darren Justin Bob. Chloe Carl Bonduc. Catherine Bosch with distinction. Taylor Julia Bossio.
Samantha Marie Botello. Sigrid Elise Boucher Hoglin. Megan Nicole Brady. Menavdeep Brar with distinction. Daniel Brasser. Kaylin Ann Margaret Britnell. Haley Chloe Camille Buell.
Olivia Burwash with distinction. Radwan Kabduraxman Yusuf. Angelo Cabildo. Madison Jane Elizabeth Carefoot. Piyumi Hansika Carey. Pardeep Chinna. Jessica Chorney.
Jordan Shotard. Kiera Shea Chow Turner. Evan Mackenzie Clamp. Brandon Charles Clark. Sarina Ann Conception. Heather Laurette Cordick. Mitchell Neil Crawford. Thomas Matthew Cross Trush.
James Douglas Cunningham with distinction. Aaliyah David. Trisha Nicole Tayag David. Jordan Doran Davies. Simon William Daw. Riley Scott Day. Jamie Padonan de Vera. Cody Michael Dujanovic. Arman Amandeep Diol. Saeed Mohammed Deria.
Kirsten Nadine Dever. Natasja Nicole Dizak. Christian Dobbins Hale. Guuto Jamal Dolal. Noah Christopher Drake. Brandon Claude D'Souza. Eric Din. Andrew Colin Dunn. Wendy Cassandra Ecker.
Rima Alamasi. Jur Liam Elleran. Jimmy Figueroa Rodriguez. Joshua Stephen Forrester. Gavin David Forsyth. Stefan Gajic. Jennifer Sarah Garricky. Cole Stephen Garrettson. Taryn James Ghostkeeper Dachak with distinction.
Dana Randy Gibson. KJ Paul Gill with distinction. Bradley Ian James Gillen. Adam Robert Leo Gerard. Crims Liis Gomawad. Clay Alexander Goslin. Jessica Manny Gounder. Cameron Graham Grundy.
Raymond Gyon. Erica Rose Robles Guillong. Parker Joseph Benoit Guimont. Arti Gupta. Kara Lynn Gustafson. Darlene Gutierrez.
Kathleen Ann Castillo Gentes. Christian Thomas Haber. Lana Hadadine. Hamda Haga. Jeremy Alexander Harding. Samar Mod Habib Harimi. Haley Haron. Megan Elizabeth Hill.
Rakshana Akhtar Himi. Carrie Jocelyn Hines. Keegan Lindsay Susanna Hobbs with distinction. Tessa Hoffman. Amber Lynn Hoppy. Rebecca Lynn Houle with distinction. Jordan Joanna Hoida with distinction. Sydney Bryn Hersoon. Tristan Jeffrey Douglas Hum.
Brianne Carolina Holt. Kristen Ann Hyde. Mariam Abdi Ismail. Josiah Ivari. Joël Lenore Jaudoin with distinction. Althea Candicia John.
Mariah Hope Johnson. Joshua Robert Johnston. Niha Soni Joseph. Priya Joshi. Andrea Margaret Julio. Patricia Noel Hundos. Arub Rauf Jat. Sandeep Kaur. Brandon Russell Keddy.
Robert Spencer Kenny. Mohammed Haris Khan. Brendan Tyler William Kipling. Andrew David Kirkpatrick. Kaylee Nicole Clarenbach. Terry Sarah Kogere. Brandon Joseph Komenek. Nardine Safwat Kostandi.
Diana Kotsuba with distinction. Benjamin Zarko Kovacevic with distinction. Ryan Edward Kowaliuk with distinction. Alyssa Janae Coalition. Rhett Marshall Kozicki. Thomas George Kraus. Adrian Pieter Creel. Stephanie Joy Anne-Marie Lane with distinction. Megan Elizabeth Lawrence. Manraj Singh Leal.
Brendan Daniel Laycock. Stephanie Lazar. Hannah Lee. Jasmina Fang Lee. Sandra Bea Lee. Megan Jean Lemoyne. Johnny Henshi Lee. Allison Louise Lipsett. Tyler Michael Liptak.
Bronson Gunnar Littlechilds. Alston Peter Lobo. Connor Gary Latosky. Kyle Patrick Lucky. Tyler Luda with distinction. Jamie Lung. Connor Robert McGregor with distinction. Kevin Edwin Mack. Molly Ann McLeod. Johanna Malachova.
Enric John Moranin Malyar. Ryan Hartaran Mann. Isabella Albertina Margaroni. Danielle Julia Marchioro. Catherine Lee McConaughey. Cara Lee Catherine McGovern. Kaylee Shannon McMorty with distinction. Matthew Douglas McTavish. Samantha Ann Meganber.
Samantha Maria Trinity Mick. Grace Shailene Miller with distinction. Samuel Milner. Mohammed Ibrahim Mirzada. Sean Markin. Erede Esther DeWitt Modi with distinction. Zachary Cole Monkman. Joel Ihe Morales. Stephanie Andrea Moses.
Jane Tekla Muhoro. Dante Eric Nakarato. Shalina Maya Naidu. Jean Doble Nicholas. Jennifer Esther Nielsen with distinction. Evelyn Kaur Note. Vitei Natalie Nov. Marek Kazimierz Novak.
Petros Kidane Nguse. Tedros Nguse. Tariro Nyema. Michelle Vivian Rose O'Brien Sobus. Tristan Jerry Osmond. Jesse Arnold Metros Otashik. Dalen Robert Ozist. Lauren Ann Ozist.
Kaylee Marie Pahalak. Pearl Hada. Prabnik Kaur Panu. Bhavesh Patel. Anna Paresh Kumar Patel. Eric David Hochstadt. Ryan James Pajeo. Courtney Elizabeth Flance, with distinction.
Jason Vorky Phillip. Paige Shondell Phillips. Kira Madison Piper. Vishal Rahul Prasad. Izusa Oliver Pulang Barrett. Dylan Rodney Ranchuk Howe. Gurneet Randhawa. Atish Ashwin Reddy. Jacqueline Yvonne Regimbald.
Patricia May Buen Regulto. Caitlin Tiana May Ristola. Mackenzie Ritter, with distinction. Katarina Danielle Rocic. Susan Runge McKean. Mohammed Salem. Maria Reyes. Shelby Taylor Samuel.
Akaldeep Singh Sandhu. Jugad Singh Sandhu. You look gorgeous. Jaskirat Kaur Sarai. Raiden Reese Marcos Santos. Simran Kaur Saran. Mohammed Kais Shaheen. Mustafa Sheikh. You know the vibe. Tiffany Mary Ann Sotner.
Keandra Shauna Schermerhorn Mon. Sydney Ann Sheevy. Zachary Brett Semenuk. John Robert Smigelski. Alex Thomas Small. Priyanka Sharma. Pearl Christina Shatford. Hamna Siddiqui. Nitin Kumar Sharma.
Sadi Sayed. Neva Sreko with distinction. Dylan Joseph Hugh Spady. Amna Sohail. Marty Blaine Snyder. Samrit Singh Tali. Jordan Divine Cassandra Talilo.
Carl Patrick Tamara. Anthony Tang. Nicholas Aaron Tangen, with distinction. Bilal Terabane. Beth Marie Taylor, with distinction. Kelsey Marie Tetlock, with distinction. Juliana Marie Tinelli. Jules Chloe Cachu. Oh, no.
I believe that was Brittany Jade Tron. We're hoping. Edward Tugigi. Zachary Andrew Turner. Yvette Umutoni. You look gorgeous. Ethel Uwawa. Jürgens Johanna Gert von Tonder. Troy Veneracion. Adam Matthew Verspelt, with distinction. Courtney Elizabeth Volman. Erin Catherine Wadge, with distinction.
Mohammed A. Warsami. Bennett Winnington Ingram. Nancy Marie Winter. Kina Jaslyn Wong, with distinction. Tianyun Yang. Cherish Tatiana Sky Yellowbird. Kun Peng Yin. Razan Yusuf. Rumaisa Zafar with distinction.
And lastly, Nikki Converse.
How are you feeling? A little more music, and congratulations to all of our award winners in our graduating class of 2022. You know, the platform party has the best seat in the house because we see the graduates as they're standing there. Sometimes they look a little nervous, but when their name is said and you say very warm things like, "That's my girl, that's my boy," they get a big smile. So we got to see that, and I know you did too. So again, thanks everybody for being so appreciative of your graduates. I really do enjoy the noise, so way to go. We're now going to introduce a special music piece composed by members of the MacEwan community in celebration of our 50th. This was composed by Bachelor of Music student Aaron Adaricio with poetry and lyrics written by Bachelor of Arts student Madison Matthews. Here is Heart of the City, performed by the MacEwan Big Band.
This
Well done, Aaron Madison, and of course the MacEwan Big Band, Dr. Raymond Burrell. Let's give them another round of applause. This year, the student address will be provided by the recipient of the MacEwan University President's Medal for Academic Excellence and Student Leadership. The President's Medal recognizes graduating students who have made an outstanding contribution to campus activities while maintaining a superior academic record. The recipient of the President's Medal is Elaine Tron, a graduate of the Sociology program in the Bachelor of Arts. Elaine achieved a grade point average of 3.463 over the course of her program. Her academic work includes a published paper, an academic book review, and she's a second-place finalist in an international essay competition. She's also an advocate for students through her work with the Students Association of MacEwan, and she promoted a more diverse campus through her work with Champions of Diversity and Equity and by helping to create the Human Rights, Diversity, and Equity Student Club. She has taken on critical contemporary topics. Her honors thesis analyzed the discourse around anti-Asian racism amid the COVID-19 pandemic in Canadian local and national media. Elaine's passion for community is demonstrated in her work with the John Humphrey Centre for Peace and Human Rights, Girl Up Alberta, and the Big Brothers Big Sisters organization. Among our many successful, creative, and innovative graduates, Elaine's work and attitude stood out. Indeed, one of her nominators wrote, "I rarely see students with such deep intellectual curiosity, perseverance, and grit." Elaine has provided a recorded student address.
Thank you, Dr. Trimby, for the introduction. Welcome administrators, faculty, distinguished guests, family, friends, and of course, the graduating class of 2022. When I was asked to share a message with all of you today, I recalled an adage from my dad: cut the crap and get to the point. So with that, I will aim to keep my remarks brief. After reflecting and ruminating on the past 5 years I've spent at MacEwan, I realized what made my experience a uniquely fruitful, joyous, and rewarding one: my sense of courage, curiosity, and resilience. I arrived at MacEwan in the fall of 2017. I had just graduated high school a few months earlier, and I entered the clock tower doors with eagerness and excitement at the abilities I would develop, the experiences I would acquire, and the knowledge I would gain. Though, like many of you, I'm sure, as much as I was excited and grateful, I was equally afraid and fearful. Today, as we celebrate our accomplishments and achievements, I hope that we can look back and reflect on the seasons that have passed us in our educational journey and be reminded of our unapologetic and unwavering courage, curiosity, and resilience. Our sense of courage and curiosity has led us to achieve and experience many firsts. Like me, some of you may be the first to graduate university in your family, the first to introduce yourself to someone new, the first to offer your perspective in class, the first to ask a question that has never been asked, the first to re-enter post-secondary after many years away from formal education, or the first to fulfill and live your dreams. Our sense of resilience has led us through -30-degree days running to catch the 7:30 a.m. train, to cramming last minute for a midterm, to crying at least once on campus, to drinks at towers amid finals season, to napping at any open spot you could find, to encouraging conversations with instructors and faculty members, to laughs shared on the way to class, to standing in the 27-feet-long Tim Hortons line in Building 6, and to surviving in a global pandemic. Our sense of resilience is not short in supply. I hope you know that all of these experiences, some daunting and unspoken of, led you to today, one of the most exciting and rewarding days of your life. Finally, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the people that contributed to the 5 years I've spent here. Thank you to my dad, my brother Kevin, the trio of women who raised me, Bucknam, Paula, Buckeye, Austin, my partner, my friends, and of course, my instructors. Thank you for empowering, supporting, and uplifting me when I needed it the most. I am here because of you. Now, as I look out into the crowd, I feel immense joy and pride because I am confident that all of us, to draw on what Dr. J.W. Grant MacEwan has said, will leave MacEwan a better place than when we found it, and will continue to make great strides of positive change in each and every one of our future endeavors. We will continue to have courage, be curious, and exemplify resilience. Congratulations, class of 2022. We have so much to be proud of.
Thank you, Elaine. I think Dr. Stollery, she exemplifies some of the values you spoke to in your speech, and I just want to say we're all proud of each and every one of you. I now request Scott Kashuba, Board of Governors Alumni Representative, to the podium to introduce the distinguished alumni recipient.
Thank you. Good morning. Alumni are a university's greatest legacy, and every year, MacEwan recognizes the outstanding contributions and achievements of its graduates through the Distinguished Alumni Award. Presented at a ceremony earlier this year, we are pleased to have Scott McKean join us today to deliver the alumni message to the newest members of the alumni community. Scott McKean enjoyed a long career as an award-winning journalist, which included 24 years at the Edmonton Journal. In 2013, he was elected Ward 6 Councillor for the City of Edmonton. During his 2 terms on council, he led initiatives on reconciliation, mental health, anti-racism, and supportive housing. He is now a consultant and advocate with a focus on mental health and government relations. He serves on the board of the Mental Health Foundation and the Boyle Macaulay Health Centre. Please help me welcome Scott McKean.
Thank you for those kind words. I really appreciate it. And I feel compelled to start with a bit of advice to graduates, friends, and family. Never, ever, ever drop a 500-pound motorcycle on your foot. Just never do that. Otherwise, you end up in crutches. Board Chair, Chancellor, President, Provost, stage party, graduates, and guests. I'm so honored to be speaking to you today. This is a sincere and deep privilege for me, a guy from Northeast Edmonton, whose decades-long road to this very spot was potholed and rife with detours. I've said before that MacEwan saved my life, and I realize that sounds melodramatic and or hyperbolic, but the truth is, I've had a lifelong journey and struggle through and with mental health issues, which is why mental health became a passion in my journalism and my time on City Council. But it's likely, as I look back, the reason why I withdrew from Edmonton's other university. Its large classes and that vast campus left me feeling isolated in my worries and gloom, which of course only fester in isolation. So when I eventually returned to post-secondary education, it was to what was then the community college named after Grant MacEwan. It was at MacEwan that I transformed from dropout to standout student. That sounds like bragging, but really there was something magical and healing about MacEwan and the supportive learning culture it created, even back then in the early 1980s. There were only about 30 of us in first-year journalism at the hallowed Cromdale campus. It was a converted grocery store. We budding journalists spent most of our class time together. We ate together, we studied together, and we partied together. We formed a small community within a broader college community that we also connected with through volunteering at or enjoying campus events. Over the years of my career at the Edmonton Journal, then as a city councilor, I was given a number of opportunities to return to MacEwan and watch its transition to this beautiful university and its grand downtown campus. I must tell you, visiting MacEwan always felt like returning home. And I was always made to feel that way. I was also interviewed numerous times by MacEwan journalism students. It was a humbling experience to be interviewed by someone who could have been me way back when. Thank you very much. At any rate, there's been considerable research done of late to show how social isolation became a quiet epidemic in North America over the last few decades. And that was before the pandemic, which only made things worse. We see increasing rates of, well, let's just call it unhappiness, substance use, mental illness, and political polarization. Not only do people feel isolated from each other, they feel isolated from their government and the so-called establishment. So what do we do? Or what might you, the graduates of today, be challenged to do? I only have one real small piece of advice after don't drop a motorcycle on your foot. The other one is get involved. You're now going to pursue a career and a life. My plea to you is to give up some of your free time to participate in your community, wherever that is, whatever it is, and whatever its needs are. What MacEwan taught me, what I relearned again and again in my careers, is the power of a supportive community to lift us up to a better life and a better self. But here's the rub. To enjoy a supportive community, you have to also be a creator and a participant of that community, not just a joiner or a user. Being of service, sacrifice, and kindness to others helps create the very community that we all crave. At the same time, conscious kindness flushes out some of our negative opinions about self and others, which I think are fueling the polarization in our community today. This community at MacEwan that you enjoyed, graduates, will still be here. It will always welcome you back home, as it did for me. It will need you from time to time as volunteers, leaders, mentors, donors. But that's for the future. Today is all about you, graduates, and about your very loud and proud family and friends. Soak it in. Soak this in. Be here now. Take pride in it. It is well earned and so well deserved. On a final note, personally, I'm back at MacEwan as a member of Roundhouse, that brilliant space and community of startups and social initiatives. Please stop by sometime. We might need your support. Maybe you'll need ours. As I mentioned, the road of life features many potholes and detours, but it's also, most importantly, a two-way street. Thank you so much.
Thank you, distinguished alumnus Scott McKean, for those wonderful words and messages. I never had a 500-pound motorcycle, but I did drop sort of a motorized bicycle on my foot once. I have the scars to prove it. This brings us to the closing moments of our ceremony, and I would like to thank all of you who have joined us today in person or online. It gives me great pleasure to thank the many people in our MacEwan community who have worked hard to make this convocation happen. Faculty, I want to thank you for all your work. You ensured that your students were engaged in meaningful academic experiences that have built their success here today. Graduates, I'd like to once again congratulate you on all your success. While this signifies the end of your academic career here at MacEwan, it is not the end of your lifelong journey of learning. I know that there are many people that helped you on your journey thus far. I'd like to invite you, our graduates, to express your appreciation to those who have supported you along the way. Would the faculty, friends, and family of our graduates please rise? Graduates, a round of applause, please. Faculty, family, and friends, you may be seated. And now in turn, I ask the graduates to rise, and I invite our audience, faculty, and staff to join me in congratulating our graduates of 2022. With that, I declare this convocation closed.
a second, I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom getting higher than the Empire State. My lover, she's waiting for me just across the bar. My seat's been taken by some sunglasses, asking about a scar. And I know I gave it to you months ago. I know you're trying to forget, but between the drinks and subtle things, the holes in my apologies, you know, I'm trying hard to take it back. So if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight.